Hi ladies, welcome to another episode of All Things Women. I hope you enjoy the sound of the water behind me. I just felt like it would be a calming feeling for you. Today we're talking about intuition. If you are already tapped into your superpower, rock on, sister. You might hear something new. If you are not using your inner knowing yet, listen, because it is something that will empower you because it helps you make tough decisions and it really does drop anxiety in my personal experience. I'm not a meditation or intuition guru, but I'm going to tell you what I do and why I think it works. So sometimes I fall into silence by myself when I have to make a hard decision. And I'm thinking about that decision. I'm thinking about what that will look like and sound like and feel like in my everyday by saying yes. And I do the same thing. I visualize what that would be by saying no. And then you just sit quietly. And your body, your intuition will respond. It will guide you. Have you ever had that happen? Something just comes to you and you know what the right decision is. That happens time and time again, and faster, the more I practice and the more I learn to trust myself. It wasn't always easy though. Sometimes you have this feeling and you know what the right decision is. You're like, no, I definitely don't want to do that. But you don't want to be rude. You don't want to be disrespectful. And so you're like, yeah, sure. And you engage in something or you commit to something that you instinctively knew you didn't want to do. Why? Girl, it is not your fault. We have been told since a very young age to listen to others, our parents, our priests, our teachers. Almost anybody who was older than us knew better. And every time you ignored that feeling, you pushed away your intuition. I mean, it has happened to me and still happens. And I know about intuition and I practice tapping into my inner knowing. It is something we have to constantly work ourselves at remembering because we're always told and now almost instinctively looking at external forces or the people around us to make our decisions. We got to stop that, girl. You have the power within you to do what is right for you. And so I encourage you to sit. Now, here's the thing. There's this, you can feel it and think it. The thinking can lead to overthinking. Do you ever do that? You make a decision, you're like, yeah, this feels right for me, I'm doing it. And then you start questioning yourself. That self-doubt. It goes back to the same thing. We just haven't grown up being encouraged to trust ourselves. But now you know. So you can do it differently. When you're sitting in silence, something will come over you. That's how I could describe it. And you will know the right decision from head to toe. From head to toe, you will know. And you won't be distracted by other people suggesting, guiding you, thinking, encouraging you to do what they think you should do. And so I encourage you strongly in your intuition. Make the decisions that will impact you every day. Someone asks you if you want to do something, don't be rude. You say to them, you know what? That sounds great. Oh, that's interesting. Can I get back to you on that? Or, you know what? I'll send you a message about how I'm feeling tomorrow. And you give yourself permission to think about whatever it is they've asked you to engage in without commitment. You don't have to commit to anything. Slow down and let your intuition have the opportunity to guide you. It's not always easy. It's kind of like, you ignore something for so long and then it either gives up or it quiets down. Yeah, your intuition for a long time and still occasionally every day is trying to guide you little by little. But if we've pushed it away, that power for so long, it will take longer to reconnect with what you have inside of you. And that's okay. It's worth the time. It's worth the practice. There's other little piece that's tied to intuition that I have been doing this year in 2022, which I'm going to share with you now. A lot of people are using a word. I'm using this statement. I am trusting the universe is serving me. So every decision I make, a big decision, not every little decision. I don't sit in silence for every little decision. Every big decision I make this year is made intuitively, listening to my intuition. Sometimes I know right away, and because I have practiced working with intuition, I don't always need to sit in silence. I feel it, I know, and I go. And I don't let my ego or my mind second guess the decision my body has made. That's the best way I could describe it. I'm like, no, this feels good, I'm going. And you go. And you do what's right for you. And you feel empowered. And you know what happens? The universe serves you. When you are in line with your decisions, so you've made decisions that are for you, there's this like energetic, positive, empowering, I was gonna swear, right feeling you get all through your body, okay? The universe senses that alignment and she helps you, she guides you. And in that, a couple months ago, I've been thinking about it for a while, but about a month ago, I decided that I was registering Igniting Community as a nonprofit organization. And lo and behold, this woman entered my life online, and I was chit-chatting with her about being a presenter and talking about Igniting Community going nonprofit. Well, doesn't she have a connection of someone who assists people in making their businesses nonprofit? And so since we have connected, and now I've met this person who could help me with the process that I didn't know, because that decision was made through me, in me, without any external influences. And the universe responded. That's how it works, ladies. I know. It's like, what? Come on. Energy is real. It's real. You ever walk into a room and you know immediately who is nice, or you get this feeling of who's going to be welcoming, and so you walk towards them? That's an energy. That's what that is. You feel that all the time. Or, immediately you walk in and you know that your partner is not in a good mood. They haven't said a word. You've just walked in and you're like, oh man, uh-oh. That's energy. You need to trust that. Feel it. Let it guide you. I also want to be more connected with other nonprofit organizations that are women-based. So women's shelters, the YWCA. And do you know what happened a couple weeks ago? I was connected with someone who works with shelters, women's shelters. Why? Because that decision too was guided by no one but myself, in silence, in my room, as I'm thinking about where I'm going. What does a nonprofit organization look like and sound like? I get all these ideas. I intentionally take note of them. And the universe brings opportunity. The universe is serving me because I'm in line with what I am doing from my head to my toes. I feel good about it in my body. And those decisions come when you listen to your intuition. That, sweet sisters of mine, is our superpower. Go for it. Try it. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Peace. Oh, hey, if this, I always forget. If this video served you, you know somebody who could use the same message, please, please share. We want to get out there. Igniting Community is this beautiful empowerment group that wants to reach as many women as possible. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. All right. Most importantly, peace, sisters.